Today's ride through Alabama back roads took us to the wiregrass section of the state, where we met up with a particular farmer who loaded me up with 6 pounds of English cucumbers. So that makes today dill pickle day. Let's get at it. Okay, now we're back here in the kitchen and we have come in, we have washed our cucumbers, dried them, sorted them. We have run some jars through the dishwasher, ran some caps through some boiling water. You've seen me put together the dry ingredients. So now we're gonna put together the brine and cook it. So we're gonna start with half a cup of kosher salt, 3/4 of a cup of white granulated sugar, 4 cups of water, and 4 cups of vinegar. Now you can just use white vinegar if you'd like. I like to just sweeten it up a little bit by using 2 cups of white vinegar and 2 cups of apple cider vinegar. So we're going to pour that into the brine. Now, all that goes together, gets stirred up, gets put on the stove for a quick boil. So we're going to let that come to a boil, and we are going to get out all of our jars. We have 4 1-quart jars that have been nice and sterilized. And we have 4 tops that have also been sterilized. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring this brine up to a boil. We're going to let that cool down. Then we're going to pack each of these jars with cucumbers. What we're going to do is do a little bit of a test. We'll do whole cucumbers in one. We will do quartered in another. We will do halved in one, and then we'll do one in slices called coins. They all soak up the brine in a little bit different way. Even in the whole cucumbers, you want to make sure that we're using small English or Kirby cucumbers, and even in the whole ones, you want to make sure that you trim off the ends. The ends are a little bit bitter, and it also gives a way for the whole pickles to really soak in the brine. So we're going to bring this to a boil. We'll be back. I'll show you how to pack these jars and with some dill pickles. Now for the fun part, we're going to put all this together. We're going to start off with a teaspoon of each of the dried spices in each of the jars. So here's black pepper, one teaspoon of each. There's white peppercorns, there's mustard seed, just 1 teaspoon of each, down in the bottom, dry in the bottom of each jar, and coriander seed. One teaspoon of each. Now, mashed up clove of garlic in the bottom of each. And just start sprigging some dill in the bottom of each. We're going to kind of pack dill around with this red onion and the garlic and the pickles. So you just kind of tear it up, stuff some down in the bottom. We're going to do a nice shake up later. Now just little pieces of onion in each one. Like that. Now we're going to start with the coins, and we're just going to start tossing them in, one at a time. Maybe another little onion ring. See how this goes slow. Now pick it up, kind of shake it around a little bit, make sure you can get as many in there. Leave you a little bit of room for liquid. All right, perfect. Now we'll go down to quarters. Shake them around down in there. Maybe another little onion ring or two. Kind of push them around. Quarters. That's about all that we can get into there. We'll move on to the halves. I use the smaller pickles for the whole, and the larger ones for the coins, and kind of in the middle for the halves. Not enough halves. A few more halves. Get the ends off of them. There you go. One more of them in half. That's about all we can get in there. Maybe a little piece of onion on the side. All right. Now, we're going to put a little more dill in them. Nice smelling dill. Poke it down in there. Now let's see, we got holes. Holes are going to take a little bit longer to soak up that nice vinegar flavor. Piece of onion down in there. So get that little fat one in there. There we go. Now, that ought to do us. There. Now, the fun part is to fill them up with the brine that we've already gotten back to room temperature. There we go. Use up all of our dill. Now, all we really have to do is just top these off, get them started, and we'll put tops on them. Let's pour it that way. There we go, filling it up. These will take about 2-3 days in the refrigerator, and they will just be delicious. Any that you're slack on, just go and top it off with a little bit of water, just to make sure that everything's covered. There we go. Perfect. Now, all we have to do is just put the tops on these, put them in the refrigerator, let them soak for a while. Dill pickles. Thanks a lot.